Hey everyone, I'm Bear. Today's story is going to blow your funny bone. Nicole stepped on a tissue and for current Sisan. The date just kicked off. During the chat, Nicole learned that Ella was a law school grad student who took a break because of her ex, only to end up heartbroken. And she kept it all bottled up. She never told her family a thing and carried that weight. Her life felt like a disaster movie. Maybe you turned a corner and saw me, or I just landed on your outfit. Why so stressed? My mom gave me this. She said no matter how bad it gets, there's always a solution. But right now, I'm totally at a loss. I'm talking about my mom here. Nicole dislikes discussing her mom, but Ella's all about it, making the chat feel like super cozy. Laughter echoed in the serene room. When Ella woke up, she realized they had crashed on the couch. She instinctively moved Nicole's hand and tiptoed away. After slipping on her shoes, she thought she'd sneak out unnoticed, but surprise. Nicole was already awake. As Ella stepped out, she realized nothing happened last night. Why was she sneaking off like a ninja? So she chose to go back for a proper goodbye, not knowing her exit impacted Nicole. After hearing Nicole's heartfelt words, Ella felt as if her heart had been stabbed by a cold blade. She had never anticipated being perceived in such an unfavorable light. All the trust they built just shattered. They thought they'd never see each other again. But destiny has a quirky sense of humor. 6 months later, Nicole attended a mini engagement party, and guess what? The fiancée was actually Ella's sister. Sis called Ella over for a meet and greet. The door is over there if you wish to hide away. I understand it's entirely your affair. I'm merely stating that I'm the usual troublemaker around here. Sis and crew gave them space, but it made them argue more. Ella claimed she was engaged. You signed up for this? I'll buy you a magic broomstick, plus a VIP invite. Still living at 28 Fit, they kept their odds. Both believed Sis and Nicole's romance wouldn't last, just needing to survive tonight, never to meet again. That's what they'll do. I'm gonna get a drink, have another one, then another, and by the way, give you a little tap. Just when they thought it was all laughs, they soon received wedding invites to Europe. And guess what? They were on the same flight. Nicole spotted Ella traveling solo. Since Ella claimed she was engaged, Nicole decided to poke fun at Ella by claiming a random old dude was her fiancé. This left Ella flabbergasted, and they engaged in another round of word warfare. The next day, they landed and faced the solo airport greeter. They had to share a ride. Despite their ongoing feud, nature had its way. Meanwhile, the bride revealed that she invited her best guess who? Nicole's ex. And Nicole never saw that. Not only that, she even brought her current boyfriend. Nicole was all serious on the outside, but had some damage control going on inside. Nicole still can't let it go. Meanwhile, Ella faces her own struggles with her sister's same-sex wedding. Their parents placed all their hopes on Ella and bombarded her with blind dates. You can only imagine how utterly fed up she was. That very night, Ella dressed seductively to make an impression at the party, only to unexpectedly bump into Nicole. Their eyes met, and neither one offered a kind glance. Upon arriving at the party, they exchanged brief hellos, and then it was time for the charades game to commence. What should have been a light-hearted and enjoyable game turned into a battlefield of mutual harm. So everyone tried to mediate. Their feud was obvious and unchecked. The trip was at stake. The next day, taking advantage of the moment when Nicole was taking a shower in the bathroom, the cunning old man and the greeter pretended to be completely oblivious. Sis and bro-in-law whispered among themselves. Ella listened in, clueless about their plot twist. Until the very moment Nicole showed up, and everything finally clicked in her mind. Ella then said to Nicole, "This is all part of their plan to set us up." Nicole didn't buy it, thinking Ella made it up to cover her awkwardness. Ella, feeling helpless, dragged Nicole to the balcony to show them sprawled on the ground. Finally, Nicole believed Ella. They discussed how to tackle this wild situation. Faced with the elders' arrangements, they had no choice but to comply and go along with it. Yet Ella knew how hard her sister and brother-in-law fought for this day, and she didn't want to miss it up. "Couldn't you even manage to take a dip?" "I've no skills. Why pursue me? I'm too tired." "How far?" Ella teased Nicole, calling her a chicken. Nicole fought back fiercely, but ultimately Ella dragged her onto the dinghy. But once on board, Ella spotted a wait for her parents with some dude waving hello. That guy? Yeah, he was her parents' blind date for her. Ella was positively fuming. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. More exciting stories await you.